Hi, future me. So, we are here to talk about two books. Sorry for the mess, but I'm currently on my trying to put the plastic cover in all books, so it's taking me a long time since I have a lot of books. But we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about one novel in particular that it's called Under a Graveyard Sky. Okay, this novel was written by Ringo. He's got four novels in this series. Then there are a couple of other novels, anthologies, and other novels written by other authors in the same universe. Basically, what we've got here is a series that this is not self-contained, by the way, just for the clarification. If you read this novel, you will want to read the second novel because the story, it will continue, and it ends in a cliffhanger. Okay, so what is the novel about? Well, there was a release of an airborne zombie-like plague that has been released in the USA, and basically every person that catches this plague becomes infected with these urges to kill and eat other people. This disease is a bit different from other types of zombie plagues that you've seen in Walking Dead and so on, because first, it's airborne and people don't die, okay? People are just zombified, like they have some kind of urges to undress. They try to explain this. It made some sense, but it tried to, like, okay, so the person is alive if his dress is soiling himself. This is a common interesting theme because of the zombies and stuff, but it was a different approach, and I appreciate the author in this case trying to get inventive with the genre. Because there are a lot of books. This one is from 2014, I believe. Yeah, 2013. So it's not a very old novel, 8 years. 8 years. So what we've got here is a family. They are, at least they are four main characters. It's the father, the mother, and two daughters. The mother and father, they are Australians living in America, and he has a brother that works in with some top authorities in CDC and so on, and so he has a code and warns his brother that something is happening and he must get out. So he packs all his stuff, guns and so on, grabs his two children, and go to a boat full of guns and so on. He is a survivor kind of guy, as you might imagine, and his two children, at least he has two children. Okay, two daughters. One is called Sophia, and the other is Faith. Sophia is 16. And Faith is 13. Faith is a bit... What was my favorite character? I will not even make reference. She is very funny, kind of girl, and she is obsessed with guns, obsessed with killing zombies, obsessed with violence, basically, but always in the good mood, if you will. Sophia is intelligent, it's very hardworking, always messing with with her sister. It's very funny the the mixing between the two childrens. Then we've got Stacey and Stephen. Stacey and Stephen are the father and mother, of course. Stephen is a guy who is a history teacher, but at the side gives lessons to policemen with guns and so on. Stacey is another kind of doctor. Unfortunately, she doesn't have that much protagonist in this series. The main protagonist is undoubtedly Stephen and Faith, and Sophia a little bit, but they are the four main characters. So, what is this novel about? Well, as I said, they have been this disease is coming out, and so the first 150 pages are basically they're trying to get away, and then both his children get to CDC where his brother is working there, and Faith is beaten and gets a vaccine. This vaccine is not available to everyone, unfortunately, and a lot of people start to dying. What's interesting here is the time frame of everything. Like, of course, we are living in a pandemic right now about the COVID and so on. So it was very interesting to read about the CDC announcements and people already knowing what's happening and so on. And so this part was very interesting to me. And then there was the whole nudity stuff. Well, what happened here is that I understand that some people that read this book will find this right in this type of politics, right leaning, and I don't believe it's right leaning. I believe it's more libertarian, if you will. Not that it is in Portugal, but it's kind of libertarian stuff, more freedom, okay? But it makes a little mockery of the left ideologies. They even talk a little bit, around 2 or 3 pages, about ideologies, but never eating which is better or which is worse and so on. So that's cool. I'm going to give praise to John Ringo about this because it's very cool. But there are some very interesting things. That there's a gay character. Unfortunately, he died. When I grabbed this book and saw some reviews, I saw, oh, okay, this is going to be right leaning. I don't mind that because, as I said previously, I'm not American, okay? So the right and left of you guys are not the same as right and left of the old world, okay? I may be right leaning in Portugal, but that doesn't mean I am far right or something like that, okay? So when I read this book, and truth be told, I read left and right. I don't mind. Just here, I've got Michael Moorcock's, okay, and he's an anarchic guy. So I read all spectrums. I don't mind that. I don't mind putting some kind of politics in the books. I don't mind that. It's very interesting to read. When they go to indoctrinate yourself, when they try to indoctrinate, sorry, but the word is not coming out of my mouth. When they're trying to do, oh, mine is better than yours, that's when I don't like. In this book, it's never really told about that, okay? So, what we have got here is a good action-filled novel. Some people may feel a bit off-put because, first of all, the cover. Okay, this is the girl. This is Faith. This is a 13-year-old girl with some, as you can see, some minus clothes. You can see it's Faith and not Sophia, and initially I thought it was Sophia because of the body, yeah, but because more 16-year-old girl body, not 13, but whatever. But she's got here the little teddy bear, and Faith had that teddy bear all the time. There was, and Faith, as I said before, it was the most really interesting character, okay? Because first of all, as I said, Faith is very action prone, okay? And always smiling, always laughing, always as you expect from a kid. It's almost a game, killing zombies and so on. And I'm not saying this all kids are dead, okay? But it's very interesting to see her stuff. And then when the second half of the book appears and they are in the sea trying to save people, sometimes they find zombies, and sometimes they don't find zombies, they find survivors, which is a great part of this book, is trying to get all these survivors living together, getting as much boats as possible to salvage even more boats and so on, and sometimes they find all families dead and so on, and Faith starts having a mental breakdown and starts talking like, oh, I don't mind this kind of stuff, but my teddy bear doesn't like it, and she tries to put her hand in the face of the teddy bear and so on. So you got some PTSD there, which was interesting because apart from, as I said before, 300 or 350 pages, you didn't expect like that, and that bit made the book really look very, very more real, not real, but more real. What didn't make the book more real, and what did I didn't like? Okay, as I said before, she's a 13-year-old girl. Apart from being very good at her job, if you like, and truth be told, there are, you even saw in the Olympics, boys and girls from 13, 14, they are very good at their jobs, like jumping to the water, making gymnastics, and fighting and so on. So I can't believe that a 13-year-old girl could be very good with her hands, killing zombies, using guns and so on. I can't believe that. I can really. The adversities are the mother of all innovation. So I can really believe that. What I cannot believe is that she felt a bit unnatural. Okay, if she was 16, 17, some of the stuff she did, I would have really think, okay, cool. But 13 is very small. A 13-year-old old, she's told that she's very, very tall. She's taller than her sister, I believe. She's very good at killing and so on. And even military guys or non-military guys that are doing the same stuff that she's doing respect her, and they even think of making some soldiers, veteran soldiers, under her command as a 13-year-old. And to me, that was a bit not believable. But as I said, the soldiers didn't didn't kill zombies as her. She's been killing zombies for a couple of months, so she has got knowledge that they don't have. So I can read, but at the same time, I don't think that a 25, 30-year-old guy will be beneath a girl of 13 and take her orders as a command. One interesting thing is the police stuff, brutality in the beginning. Not police brutality, but like there's a part where this is starting knowing that people are starting to become zombies, so police are grabbing those zombies and putting in the cells and so on. And so the police force are instructed that since these persons are nude, you must make precaution. But they are jumping at you and trying to eat you and killing and so on. So this was a bit strange that even in the zombie pandemic they were worried that a hand will grab some breast or something like that, and there are no laws, but whatever. Very interesting to learn about that. So another part. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to talk about it. I was doing another stuff here, but I'm not going to talk about it. It's somewhat of a spoiler. To me, this is a 7 out of 10. No problem there. I'm not a person who gives a lot of 10s and so on, so truth be told, 7 is a good novel. So good that made me want to read the second and the third and the fourth. I've already bought it. I'm waiting for them, and I'm going to read and review it in a couple of months. Not all in one go, because I don't have the books, but I don't like really doing that. Okay, I like to branch out. And I've read Terminal Man from Michael Crichton, and I'm going to review that because I've read this book in 2 days, which was really very, very, very good for me, and I'm going to review it next time. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe.